The Heidelberg Innovation Park in November 2019. The entire property is humming with building activities. 15 hectares are being transformed. The former U.S. Army barracks is shaping up to become one of the most modern technology parks worldwide. You can already make out some of the first elements of the future infrastructure in the northern section. The first roads running through the property, the big sports stadium nearing completion with each passing day, the underground utility lines for power, water, heating, and AC, and above all, fiber optic cables. As the construction moves along, the details of the HIP concept are coming to life as well. Ever since the first companies moved onto the property in April, it has been about building a community. We're getting there by organizing joint events at the chapel that is already up and running and on the areas that are already being used. There will be contact people in the buildings that are already open to assist, in particular, young companies. We intend to provide consulting services for venture capital and other topics to be developed with our American partners. All these services still have to be set up and will sort of be on demand. The more companies move in, the more we will know what needs to be provided. It'll be established over the next 1 or 2 years. And here on the largest spot being developed on the HIP and in the stables behind us, there will be restaurants and of course more office space, but also yoga studios and hairdressers. Everything you need to help people feel good and enjoy spending their time here. These days, the old horse stables look like relics from the past, and soon they will be brimming with new life again. Modern architecture in historical walls. Excavators have torn down old utility buildings and cleared construction sites around a collection of mostly landmark buildings. Someday in the future, this part of Kirchheimer Weg is set to house shops, services, and a kindergarten. Here in one of the older buildings, the IT company AMERIA has already settled in. The first HIP tenant has already set up a showroom displaying its IoT products for its customers. After only 6 months, the company already feels quite at home and is positive about how things are developing here at HIP. We see what the city is doing. We see what the investors are doing on the HIP property. Something big is in the making. We see how various partners are joining in, how buildings are actually being pulled up around us. That is exactly what we need. A local shopping and service center, childcare, venture capital investors from the USA, for example. Something really great is happening here. What distinguishes the Heidelberg Innovation Park from other city development projects of this kind? It is the conscious selection of companies and startups from the digital sector and networking all actors amongst each other, and the fact that the HIP also wants to provide resources from the outside. In these offices, for example, the digital hub Kurpfalz at BW, sponsored by the federal state of Baden-Württemberg, is taking up residence, a platform that will support mostly regional, small, and mid-sized businesses in all matters digital. Also being planned, a concierge service and a liaison office with Palo Alto, partner city of Heidelberg and the capital of Silicon Valley, with access to venture capital.
What I specifically could do is to bring a perspective from Silicon Valley, a perspective in terms of thought and perhaps experience as well. Personally, I've also had experience here in Heidelberg. I co-founded a venture capital company here. Unfortunately, there was no HIP at the time, but something of this nature would really, I think, complete the entire entrepreneurial infrastructure that HIP already provides.
The close relationship to Silicon Valley will be mirrored in the naming of the ring road circling the chapel at the center of the array of buildings. Palo Alto Platz. While many innovation parks all over the world offer buildings, infrastructure, and co-working opportunities among companies, the HIP's idea of providing access to experienced mentors could become one of its factors for success.
Most important thing would be that the park creates a network of mentors, really experienced business people that have made it before, that sold companies before, that grew startups before, that IPO'd companies before, that can help entrepreneurs design the strategy. There are a lot of questions on a daily basis where you can make big mistakes as a startup entrepreneur. And if you don't have people that know better than you, that have been doing it before, you are going to do the mistakes over and over again.
HIP wants to be an international platform that helps entrepreneurs from North America to Europe to Asia exchange ideas and network. A further important element of HIP is under construction as we speak. The Begeisterhaus, a community space from the German-American Institute where young people tackle the challenges of a globalized and digital world and look for creative solutions for the cities of the future. Lofty goals, but that is exactly the ambition that drives the Heidelberg Innovation Park.